And not on the same subject, but Nancy Pelosi, damn it, why? Yeah, we having a whole discussion about motherfuckers being too old, and here your old ass is talking about, yep, running again. You
Running
didn't
again.
hear nothing.
I,
We said less police on the streets. Biden said let's get some more cops. We said stop insider trading. Nancy Pelosi said, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
We said we got old octogenarians who refuse to step down and let others take their logical next step. Biden and her, not so much. The only one with some damn sense, and he's only doing it because he's a coward and he knows he can't fight against the rot in his party, is Mitt Romney, who's like, yo, it's time to go.
Yep. It's time for
And
me
he's
to
the
go.
healthiest one out of all of them.
Yeah.
you can have that one because I burnt myself out when somebody told me that she was running again. I went on a whole entire rant on that. Like, wait, what?
Because she can. She's addicted to the power.
You are literally the poster child of somebody who left the place richer than you was when you went in. Take your money and run.
Why would you
she's
stop
Clarence
that
Thomas.
pipeline?
She is Clarence Thomas. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The left don't like to hear it, but that's what she is. Clarence played the rules to his benefit and enriched himself. Nancy played the rules to her benefit and enriched herself. Anytime you're talking about somebody whose personal stock trades are more accurate than the Fortune 500 index fund or whatever, her trades are more accurate than the index. And her husband is a stock trader.
Mm-hmm.
And she's one of the wealthiest people in Congress. Come on now. Hey, you did your thing. You robbed. You got your money. I think you're a foul. I think you foul. I do. I think you're a robber baron. But you did do some good work as you were stealing from people. But now it's time to retire. Take your ill-gotten gains and take your happy ass home. Even your husband being almost murdered in the house and he was only attacked because your ass wasn't home. That wasn't enough for you to stick to your guns and say, I'm done. Yeah. All these old people in Congress saying, I'm just going to die with my boots on. Well,
I'm not going to enjoy my grandkids, great-grandkids. I'm not going to retire. I'm in power money. No, not going to.
And think about it. How much easier work schedule could you possibly have anyway?
Really?
Okay? They have an incredibly easy work schedule. They work, 90 days a year? You get paid all the time. It's a cake job. You can do it when you're 90 years old and all that. So they do. So that comes back to us, the voters, who keep putting these jokers right back in office.
Thank you for another segment.
But are we given a better choice?
That's a whole discussion that I think is very important for people to have. Right? We are constantly waiting for them to come out. There's an old analogy I've used, but it's the crayon box, right?
Right.
They come out, they're carrying the 64 pack of crayons. You know, those of us who came up in the 80s, you know, I had a little sharpener in the back, you know what I'm saying? Only the cool kids and the rich kids had that joint, right? But you see them come out with the 64 pack. And then they open the box and they pick out a red one and they pick out a blue one and they hand it to you and say, pick the best one. And we take the crayons and we try to choose between the red one and the blue one, which one's better, without ever asking, yo, how come you only gave me 2 crayons when you got 62 more of them sitting in the box? What's going on? We don't ever ask that question. We don't ask the question of what's in the pipeline. We don't ask the question of how do we decide who's up next. We don't ask the question of why is it that the people with the best ideas and the best intentions can't rise to the top because they can't get the money that it takes to play in the game to build the favoritism to get their name on the ballot. We don't want to know. We just want to do the least effort possible, and that is once every 4 years. Maybe if I feel like it, I'll devote an hour to go vote for somebody.
All right, let me cut this short so we can get on to the next story. Because it's probably going to take up the whole rest of it. Do you literally have to mute yourself to make sure you don't talk anymore? Wow.